carrying their emotions. This is a big one. All right, boom. You start talking to this girl. You're talking to her. And the masculine frame is, well, you should be able to make her and have you be your safe face. Now, the reason why I want you guys to understand this is oftentimes you start dating a girl, she starts throwing you hot, cold signals, and she's just trying to feel you out. Are you a safe place? Are you a place where I can feel X, feel Y, this, that, and the third? And something that I want you guys to understand is that when you come from a place where society say, hey, you have to make sure you're giving yourself to this person, make sure that they understand that you know that you respect their boundaries and this, that, and the third, wrong, right? Because I finally understand the reason why this looks like the way it looks. Point blank period. When you're in a situation, this is the natural order. The natural order is she's supposed to send you all her emotions. Are you either going to accept them or are you going to let them bounce off of you? So the point of them bouncing off of you is that you can receive them, understand them, but because you're not holding and carrying on their emotions, you're letting them fly away. So what do you mean, Coach? What do you mean? This goes for this doesn't even have to go for women. This goes for your personal relationships, your peers, anywhere. You have to be a person that reflects and deflects other people's emotions, right? I usually look at it as like you empathize with a person rather than sympathize, right? This moves for change, and this means you're going to stay in the feeling, right? And the reason I'm speaking on this is because I see so many people, even myself, at a point in time where I had to realize, I had to check myself, right? I had to check myself because I was such a person, I'm like, man, I feel people. Like, I feel where you're coming from. But you know what I realized? People don't care if you feel them or not. People are looking for answers, but they're actually searching for themselves in the responses that you're saying. I realized I stopped carrying other people's emotions. As a man, you gotta not carry other people's emotions. And the reason why I'm telling you guys you gotta not do this is because if you already have your emotions, and now you're carrying their emotions, if you're a very emotional person, you're going to be more emotional. The subject is to be a strong person that can withstand your emotions, but I'm not going to let those emotions change my mood. Oftentimes, we get a situation where she gets mad, and you're saying, oh my gosh, what did I do? She's mad at me. How did I do this? Why did I do this? Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. You're doing the same thing. You're holding her emotions and you're reacting to her emotions. If you keep reacting to other people's emotions, you're going to spiral. That's what it is. So when I tell you, if she's angry at you or she's sad, she's just trying to see, are you going to be affected by my moods? Are you going to be affected by my anger, by my mad, or me being sad? Because I need somebody that's going to be like, you're going to be good. This is the biggest lesson that I've learned. One of the biggest things is people will see that you are probably an emotional person, right? You care for them. You will do anything for them. And they'll try to manipulate that because they think you're sweet. They think the access to you is easy as butter. And it's not. And the reason why I'm saying it's not is because you're watching a video like this. From a person I've learned. You can know, I've learned when people, you take your kindness for weakness, or when people try to operate like they playing you so I can get whatever I want because their moods change, you're playing the wrong game. I've seen it too many times, and I don't care for it. Because the reason for you to acknowledge and be aware of this stuff is because the world is cruel. People try to get their own way. They try to stinge their way through life. They try to make you feel bad for your decisions, or make you feel, if they see that, there's something in there, I can manipulate. When you become a man that's not manipulatable, I don't even know if that's a word. You become 10 times stronger. I learned this the hard way. I had to face those moments where I had to recognize, like, why is this thing happening over and over? And then I finally understood. I said, hold on, I'm carrying their emotions. I got my own baggage. So now I gotta carry your baggage? No, I'ma still be a safe space. I'ma still feel for you, but I'm not carrying that. Come on. 20 people, y'all wanna throw your emotions at me? Come on. It's gonna bounce off like butter. Bounce off like a drop of wine. I'm telling you, it's not even getting into my circle because now I recognize, hey, you have access to me. My thing is I'm not a dumping ground for your emotions. You're gonna talk to me. You're gonna get what you get out of me, but this isn't a place where I can keep saying, here's my emotions, here's what I'm down, here's what I'm down. This is where you start to grow as a man. You start to be a figure. I'm holding me down. Unless you're my daughter or my son, and I'm gonna take care of that. If you're really tight, I'm gonna take care of my wife or my family, right? But I'm not gonna be a focal point where everybody in the world can just dump their emotions. This is where the common knowledge. When people start to feel like they can dump their emotions, I want you guys to keep game. This is how you know somebody. You can be talking to a girl or a guy, somebody. If they keep talking to you, calling about you, talking about the same situation, but just wanting to keep saying the same thing, or just imagine a bucket. I'm like, I'm gonna keep talking about this. I'm gonna keep talking about this. That's what's gonna happen. Be aware of the people that are talking more and more about their situation to you often. If the cadence has been off for at least 3 weeks, question it. But you guys gotta stop carrying other people's emotions because you are not a dumping ground for other people's emotions. That's why I don't like venting. Who else am I gonna vent to? I'll vent to God. Because he know, I know, it's endless. So I'm gonna talk to him before I talk to anybody on this world about my feelings or emotions or the things that I'm going through. So you gotta understand, you are not source for these people. Take them, let them, lead them to source. Because once you lead them to source, now you're not even in a situation. And the people that don't know source, that don't know Jesus, that don't know God, man, up to you. But believe it or not, class is closed. Okay. Guys, I need you guys to tap it for me. Guys, if you haven't popped into the Discord, go to the Discord. The link is in the bio. Just click it, the Book of Yay. Join the Discord, guys. Also, go to YouTube, like, share, subscribe. Turn me up! But I want to get to the one point that everybody's been asking me. Coach this, coach that, coach, can you help me with this? Can you help me with that? Yes, I can. Yes, I can. And I'm trying to tell you guys, I'm doing a 6-month coaching program. Guys, it's a one-on-one. It's only a couple spots. Look, for the guys that are serious, go join the Discord. The link is in my bio. DM me one-on-one. And then we can go from there. But guys, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm only taking people that's trying to get off the bench and trying to play the game and try to win. I'm not taking people that don't want to win. You guys ever been to a program and you look over here and you're like, oh snap, the program's good. Yeah, we're doing that, guys. So the guys that want to get their fitness right. For the guys that want to get their goals right. For the guys that want to demolish the dating game and go and understand how to go past the heartbreak, I'm that guy. For the guys that really want to tap in on their faith, I'm that guy. So I'm only going to take a couple guys that are really serious, guys. We're gonna have a conversation. We're gonna see how you're at. But I'm only taking serious people. If you are the type of person that's saying, hey, I'm done with the fact that I'm losing at life and I want to win, the people that are locked in with the Book of Yay, we gonna win. You gonna look at your teammates and you gonna say, I'm a winner. But at the end of the day, if you come on this side, we gonna work. It's no BS. It's everything. It's daily. So guys, tap in. The Book of Yay. Go to YouTube, subscribe, lock in. But believe it or not,